Okay, here's a video on how to get your four-wheel drive light back once you've done a CAD delete on your Jeep YJ. This only applies to the 87 through 1990 because in 91 they changed and put an electric switch up on your CAD. So this is easy enough to do once you've eliminated your CAD. In my Jeep, I put in the one-piece axle. And you can see where I've put the block-off plate on there. And how I've kept my four-wheel drive light was I kept this entire piece hooked up, and I stuffed it up underneath my battery so that I could keep my light working. But I started looking into this, and it's easy enough to eliminate all that crap because your switch to give you a four-wheel drive light is located down in here. It's right above your solenoid. Well, it's kind of hard to see in there, but you'll see your vacuum line goes up to an electric switch. So when vacuum is applied, the switch turns on your four-wheel drive light. So it's easy enough to fix this. This is your harness that is plugged in to your diaphragm right here. Chase this back up underneath the Jeep. Bear with me for a minute. And you will find there's your wire loom that comes out from your transfer case. So what it does is if you got engine vacuum coming on your red hose, that goes all the way back to your transfer case to the switch where it's all plugged in. So when you shift into four-wheel drive, well, I digress. When you're in two-wheel drive, vacuum is applied to the green tube. Then when you shift into four-wheel drive, it switches and it's applied to the yellow tube. That goes up and hooks into your diaphragm up here on your CAD. There's also a black hose that comes out that goes back to your switch, but you can forget about all that and cut them out. Just cut that yellow hose off, cut your green hose off, take your yellow hose and send it straight up to the switch, which is your four-wheel drive switch, and plug your green hose. Leave your red hose in place because that's your engine vacuum. Then how the system worked was when you shift to four-wheel drive and it sends vacuum to the yellow hose, and it goes all the way down to your CAD and shifts your collar. Then there was a black hose in there that was kind of your indicator. So the black hose came out of this one, and that went up to your switch. Well, now you've just got your yellow hose coming out of your transfer case, goes directly to the switch. Green is plugged off, So you can get rid of all this junk. So when you shift into four-wheel drive now and the vacuum is applied to the yellow hose, it signals the switch to turn on your light. When you shift out, it switches back to the green hose, which is now plugged because it doesn't do anything anyway. Your light goes out. So it's easy enough to do. Just cut all that crap out of there. Now on my Jeep, I did a complete rewire. I ripped every wire out of this Jeep and rewired it so none of what was in this thing originally is here anymore. So all the vacuum system is gone. That it was a nightmare of a vacuum operated system, but that's all gone. I've eliminated all of it. The CAD wires or vacuum hoses were left so I could have a light, but so I have eliminated most of that stuff now. My light works. I still have to run vacuum to the transfer case for that shifter to work, but for the light. But other than that, the party ball that's underneath the battery and all that other crap that's in there, that's all long since gone now. So anyway, give it a whirl. I do have a 95 Jeep, and on your CAD there's an electric switch down there rather than vacuum coming back up to the switch up here. So I haven't figured that one out for the 91s and newer. If I figure that one out, I'll let you know. But that's how you get 4x4 light back on your dash after you've put in a solid axle. So anyway, leave a comment if you want. I'll explain a little bit if you need to know. So okay, later.